Now, everything that I'm going to say on this video, everything that I'm going to speak on this video is basically based on the environment that I found myself. Now, based on the environment that I found myself, people tend to give praises to the chubby ladies while they talk down on the slim ladies. They tend to call the slim ladies names that are not very good, that are very negative. Or on the other hand, they give praises to the chubby ones. So if you're chubby, they believe that, okay, you're busty, you have the backs, the front side, and also the back side. They are all shoot out. With that, they tend to give them praises. In short, men tend to, go for the chubby ladies more than the slim ladies. They tend to go for them. So whenever they do this, it tends to sadden my heart a lot. I always feel very unhappy about it. Okay? Without being said, let's jump into it, understand? So for today's topic, I want to speak on the advantages of being slim as a lady over being chubby as a lady. So for that, let's dive into it. What I have here is disadvantages of being chubby as a lady. Without 4 points, right, let's dive into it. So we have number 1 is childbed. Number 2 is non-communicable disease. Number 3 is active and tiredness. Then number chafing. Now let's go into number 1, childbed. You see, after childbed, ladies tend to accumulate fat, but the level of fat accumulation tend to vary from being chubby as a lady to being slim as a lady. Now that's to say that when it comes to chubby ladies, they tend to accumulate more fat compared to the slim ones. Most chubby ladies, they tend to accumulate high fat, and with that can lead them to them being obese. Okay, they accumulate high fat, and that can lead them to being obese. Then coming to this other side as a slim lady, right? Yes, because of the fact that after childbed, ladies tend to accumulate fat. The fat percentage in slim ladies tend to be very normal or very low compared to the chubby ones. The chubby ones, if they don't, some of them mostly likely tend to become obese after childbed, or maybe after a couple of pregnancy, after a couple of childbed, they tend to become obese. Now, everything I'm saying is basically based on the environment that I found myself. Now, to back this up, I want to tell you a story. You see, there is one of my friends, a lady, a slim one. Before she got married, I used to say to myself, who would even get married to this one? Because how slim she was. But finally, she cut the long matter short. She got married. And as I'm talking to you, she has given birth up to 4 kids. But guess what? She's still the way she was. The fat accumulation is not high, but the fat accumulation is quite very low. Trust me. But when it comes to the chubby ones, and let me just tell you a story of mine. So there's another of my friends, a couple of years back. She's this chubby girl. She was very beautiful when she didn't get married yet. She finally got married. So she has given birth to 2 children. But guess what? The fat accumulation, the fat percentage in her is quite very high. The fat accumulation there is quite very high. Now compare her to the slim girl. Now let's go to number 2. Number two says non-communicable disease. Now, people that tend to accumulate fat, they are also prone to non-communicable disease. Non-communicable disease are a disease that cannot be transferred from one person to another. So non-communicable disease like this dysfunctioning of the heart, hypertension, high blood pressure, and so on. But without you being chubby, and then after pregnancy, you tend to accumulate fat, you are prone to this kind of disease. But being slim, you're not prone to that. You're not really prone to that. So that's the function of you being slim as a lady. So some other time, if somebody tell you how slim you are, don't worry. Look at all this importance that you have as a lady. Then number 3, we have active and tiredness. See, slim people, they tend to be more active whenever they get into any form of activities. They can easily get to do any acrobatic camp. But when it comes to the chubby ones, and after pregnancy, right? Since they accumulate fat already after pregnancy, they become easily tired. They are less active compared to the slim ones that are very active. So that's another advantage. Then this number 4 is quite very important. Number 4 is quite very, very important. Understand? This one has to do with marriages in general. So now, you see, Before I speak on this, now I tend to ask some men why they cheat on your wife. Most of them say that after their wife end up giving birth, the fat accumulation in her tend to be that much. Okay, so that's why they tend to cheat. Now, let's before I go into that story in full details, is okay. Let's talk on cheating. Cheating is quite very important. Even though the fact that these men tend to love chubby ladies, it also means that if you grow out of shape, if you become obese, they tend to run away from you. As a chubby lady, right? After childbirth, there's that tendency of you becoming obese or has a lot of fat accumulation. There is that tendency of your husband cheating on you. There's that tendency. Although this can be worked on, yes, it can be corrected or answered, but how many people want to get corrected? Or how many people want to work on themselves? Before I created this video, I walked up to some of my friends that are married, asked them, and also having a side chick outside. I asked them, why do you tend to, maybe cheat on your wife? Why do you have this side chick outside? Most of them, this is what they told me. They said that the fat accumulation in their wife's body is what find them very more appealing, like before. Okay? Now compared to the slim ones, understand? So the fat accumulation, since the fat accumulation here is quite very low, the tendency, the likeliness of their husband cheating on them become very low. It might be possible they might cheat, but look at the reason why some men tend to cheat after marriage or out of marriage. You get to see why. You get to see that the fat accumulation also play a very important role. With this being said, right, I believe that any slim ladies that get to see this video, they will have some comfort in them. They'll have some kind of innate happiness in them, even though the society tend to talk down on them. They should see this, and whenever they see this video, they should have a flashback on them and be like, I have advantages. This is all about self-awareness. This video that I create is all about self-love. They should be happy about themselves. They should not allow what other people say about them get over their head, because being slim is beautiful. Okay, don't allow the environment to put pressure on you. Peace out. I go by the name Black Da Vinci. You can follow me up on my YouTube, my Facebook, and also on Instagram.